revs come up on these sidecars there and they're out, and it looks like Spike and Kendall get a good start down there to turn 1 in that beautifully prepared Penrite machine as they come out of turn 1 safely down to turn 2, making it through the up and over and keeping it nice and tight as they make their way down to higher pull. Looks like the 17 there of Spike Taylor and Kendall Dunlop looking really strong. Mark Halls and Jeff Davies trying to get a nice line up the inside. See them coming down the Porsche Dipper to and Kendall getting all the way up there, so no sign of an injury there from Kendall. She tucks in nicely to make her way down to the sweep up, and you'll see them really start to stretch their legs. Going up over the sweep up and up the hill to the finish start line. Spike Taylor and Kendall Dunlop, sponsored by Penrite Oil. They've put in a best time here of 1 minute 17.424. And that's pretty impressive for an opening lap. We got Mark Halls and Jeff Davies, sponsored by Marketing Works. Their opening lap for 1:18.815, and they're going to work really hard to keep Spike and Kendall honest. Chris Lawrence and Richie Lawrence there, coming in third position with a 1 minute 17. And Dave MacArthur and Doug, sponsored by No Bullsheds, 122.589. Desmond James and Andrew Shields from Monganui in a 2008 Suzuki 600, sponsored by Drury Motorcycles Performance Centre, Shields Gas and Electrical Services. Tracy Bryan and Joe Mickelson on the 2016 LCR 600, sponsored by Carl Cox Motorsport, Super Finishing, Sidecar Shop, Motor and ProTech. And they've come through with opening lap, with the best lap of 1:23.718, and go to Bryce Rickard and Darren Pentis. All here from Gisborne, 2002 Windle, 2014 Yamaha YZF-R1, sponsored by Phil Law Panel Beating and Engineering, Razine Gisborne, Eastland Oils and Engineering Supplies, and Sutherland Automotive. And we see Spike Taylor and Kendall Dunlop holding that lead there in the 1999 LCR Jigsaw 1000. You know, they're sponsored by Penrite Oil, Mobility Whited Upper, Burt's Backyards, Kiwi Bike Motorcycle Insurance, Wham Tyres and Masterton. And Chris Lawrence and Richie Lawrence are on the move as they make their way to second position, starting to stretch their legs and take that second position from Mark Halls and Jeff Davies. Mark Halls and Jeff Davies in the 2019 BLR F2 Kawasaki ZX 600, sponsored by Marketing Works, Inox NZ, R&R Power Sports, ECN Group, Motor Mail, L-Tech Diesel and Turbocharger, Chris Thoreau Racing, M&M Engineering and Maintenance. And we see Dave MacArthur and coming in with minute 20 best time, best lap. Desmond James with a 122. Tracy Bryan with a 122 as well. And Bryce Rickard with 124. And it looks like we lost Ian Burke and Graham Wilkinson. They might have pulled into the pits. So it's a bit of a shame here as Spike and Kendall, they dropped down to second place. Chris Lawrence and Richie Lawrence have snagged the lead from them with 2 laps to go. So that pushes Mark Balls and Jeff Davies down to 3rd position. That last lap, Mark Halls and Jeff put in a minute 14.604 as their best time. Now Spike and Kendall got to work hard to catch that number 11 of Chris Lawrence and Richie Lawrence as Mark Halls they make a nice move up the inside there at high ball, and Spike's going to try and outpower them down to the Porsche Dipper. And yeah, we're racing here, ladies and gentlemen. It's a drag race down that straight, and I think they're going to try and slip in there and try and peg him at the top of the hill. We see Kendall working really hard at the back there, and Mark Balls and Jeff Davies trying to find a way around that Penrite machine. And Chris Lawrence, and while all of this is going on, Chris Lawrence and Richie Lawrence are able to stretch out their lead to almost 5 seconds. And yes, it looks like Mark Balls and Jeff Davies have snuck up the inside down into turn 1 with 1 lap to go. As they're going to try and catch Chris Lawrence and Richie Lawrence, but they might just be out of range as he takes a quick look back and sees that he's all on his own. So there will be some big smiles in those helmets going on at the moment, as Mark Balls will try and block all he can coming down this straight. There with Jeff Davies. Spike Taylor and Kendall Dunlop are lining them up for that hill, but it looks like Chris Lawrence and Richie Lawrence take a comfortable win, and they get across with the best time of a minute 13.640, and Mark Halls, Jeff Davies take the 2nd place with a minute 14.604. And Spike Taylor, Kendall Dunlop taking 3rd position with the best time of a minute 14.927. Dave MacArthur and Doug Corners from Topiti, they take 4th position with the best time of 1 minute 19.588. And they're followed by Tracy Bryan and Joe Mickelson in the Carl Cox Motorsport machine with the best time of minute 18.901, and that was on their last lap too. So they were pushing it all the way through that race there. Desmond James and Andrew Shields coming in 6th position with a minute 21.604, also in their final lap as their best time. And Bryce Rickard and Bryce Rickard and Darren Pentis out of Gisborne on the 45 machine, coming in 7th position with the best time of minute 21.448, also on their final lap.